Table Manners with the Junkies, presented by Crop Metcalf and DC Lottery.
Today, we welcome Allie Krieger from the U.S. national soccer team to our table at the Palm Restaurant.
Allie, cheers. Thank you for
one
joining
lucky
us.
gal
Cheers.
who gets to have dinner with four ravishing men.
How lucky am I today?
Yeah, I never thought you were going to have dinner with four studs like this, did you, Allie? So I'm thinking, if you're talking about current women's soccer, Allie Krieger, Abby Wambach, and Alex Warren. That's the big three, right? That's the big three. There's nobody bigger than you three.
You're probably missing our goalkeeper.
There needs to be a fourth to go on the Mount Rushmore of women's soccer, right, EB?
Well,
Well, I appreciate you putting me in that group.
I think you're in it. I think you trounced the goalkeeper.
So who's the goalie?
Hope Solo is our
No,
goalkeeper.
she's old news. We don't care about Hope Solo anymore.
Doesn't she get in fights all the time with her husband?
She's crazy, Hope Solo.
From what I heard. I'm not really going to...
If you're going to have a fourth, it would be Hope Solo.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she was.
She's big time.
Was she on Dancing with the Stars?
She was.
She was.
That was right after the World Cup.
What about you? They didn't ask you to do it yet?
No, I'm still waiting.
Right.
I'd probably rather be on Amazing Race or something fun like that.
Right.
Aren't you big into some sort of dance craze? What's it called?
Kazache?
Yeah.
What is that?
I love it. I've been with one of my best friends who also, she's from Northern Virginia. We grew up together. She's also from Hoodbridge. And she, yeah, exactly. She introduced me to Kazache, and it's kind of like underground hip-hop dancing.
Sounds like a city in China.
And it's,
Can we see it?
Is it like?
don't ask me how to spell it.
Is it like Zumba? Is it like one of these dance exercise
it's
crazes?
Dance exercise, and it's like it's hip hop music, underground dance, and it's awesome.
You know who's an
have,
amazing
like,
dancer?
such
That guy.
Maybe you can come.
Right there.
Maybe you
I
can
knew
come.
you were going
Loves
to
to
say it.
dance.
He's also a good twerker.
So would
I knew that was coming.
Cakes is big into the Humpty dance. Would the Humpty dance?
I don't know if they have
fit
it.
way
into
too
your
young
hip
for
I
hop
don't know if they have
craze?
that there.
Yeah, probably not.
Have you ever even heard of the Humpty dance?
No, I think that's a bit JV.
It's called a generation gap. Here, what's going on?
What does that mean?
It's, well, Kazache is a bit
JV.
varsity.
Yeah,
so I
You
don't know
don't
if you're at
remember the
level.
line, big like a pickle, but still getting paid?
No.
We're
You
old,
gotta-
brother.
You got to reach back into the iTunes for that one.
Okay, sorry.
Burger King bathroom.
Do you feel like you're having dinner with four dads? We'll be honest.
Pretty
You can
much.
be honest
Pretty
with
much.
us.
As the night goes on, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
You're like super fit.
Yeah, and
playing
I'm-
in the World Cup, and you're in the middle of this class with a bunch of fatties.
Right. No, they're not fat.
They're probably
There's some
not. They're
fit
probably
girls who can dance, and I like look, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how's she doing that?
But I've never seen an Allie Krieger in the middle of those classes.
Well, you guys have to come with me next time.
I'm there.
We'll come.
And
I
put
appreciate
you
the
up to
invite, but I think I'm going to pass, EB. I don't think I'd fit into
I didn't
the
say I would
Kazache class.
participate.
You just watch.
Bring the phone.
You wouldn't look too pervy just sitting there and watching.
Cakes,
I
when's the
know
last
you
time you
guys
even
like
were in a
girls in
gym?
leggings.
In a gym?
In a paid like
In like
membership
a brick and mortar gym, like with
Yes.
weights?
Yes.
I mean, 15
We did
years.
a paid endorsement once.
Yeah, we did an endorsement, and that was the last time this temple has seen the inside of a gym.
I think you actually look good.
Oh,
Do you still have the Nordic track?
No, I ditched the Nordic track, and now I have a universal machine that's basically a clothes hanger in the basement.
There's more to come on Table Manners.
So you knew you were really good early on.
I guess like during high school or club, and you start getting these letters from colleges, you know, as you're growing up, 17, 18,
I mean,
19
I
years
can't
old.
relate to that. I didn't get a letter.
No, very little mail coming to my house.
Or making, you know, the varsity team as a freshman in high school. I guess that's when I started to realize that this can work out.
To you by the 5-star cooling experts at Crop Metcalf. Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician. Table Manners is brought to you in part by the DC Lottery, where lots of people win.
So, EB, first was radio, and now it's TV. What's next?
You know, I've always wanted to.
EB, a 5-star technician? Hey, could you fix my... I've got this small pest problem and my alarm's not working. Hey, you're not a 5-star technician. Technician?
Easy, EB. We've got this.
Not just anyone can be a 5-star technician. Call Crop Metcalf or go to cropmetcalf.com.
Chef, you seem less tense since you got Spark Unlimited Business Checking from Capital One Bank.
My stress has vanished. My old business checking account really pushed my buttons. Transaction limits, more fees. Are they bloody insane? Horrible. Come on. Getting Spark Checking has made your cooking tolerable.
Switch to Spark Unlimited Business Checking from Capital One Bank and get unlimited transactions. Limit the stress. Unlimit your business.
Red's my color. What's in your wallet?
Don't go anywhere. Check out this bonus footage of Table Manners behind the scenes.
Saturday, the Orange enter the Wolfpack's den in a visit to North Carolina. Syracuse, NC State. Coverage begins at 3:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Brought to you by Yellowwood. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it. Tune in after the Redskins battle the Cowboys in Dallas for Redskins Postgame Live and a full breakdown of the action.
I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. Hey, ho, ho, it's time to fight. Hey, ho, ho, it's Sunday night.
Redskins Postgame Live after the game. Only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Get your game on.
Now back to Table Manners.
Did your dad coach David Robinson?
Yeah, he did at Osborne Park.
Was he the head basketball coach?
Yes, he was.
So your dad played professional soccer and he was
Yes, and my mom played basketball in college. They both went to Frostburg.
See, I had no chance.
Yeah.
My dad was a pastor.
Yeah.
Athletic parents.
Didn't have the genetics.
Yeah, so I guess I had no choice.
Think about this. You coach your son.
Right.
You actually have to have plays and strategy to hope that you can compete. You're the coach of David Robinson. There's one play. Get the ball to the Admiral.
Right.
Get the ball to David Robinson.
How did you pick Penn State? What was the visit like? Because you always hear these epic stories about guys and they go on their visits. And what do they have? The committees?
They have hostesses.
The hostesses that come out, right? All the guys go on these great dates and everything. What do they do for the...
I wasn't at that college.
They drop you off at the fraternity house and say, here you go.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Right.
You know, like...
Hang out with the SAEs all night, have a good time at the keg party.
Is it anything like that? What's it like?
I mean, yeah, you party a little bit. They get to show you a bit of the nightlife and the lifestyle there, of course. I mean, that's what college, part of it is about. But also, I knew that at Penn State, the academics were, amazing and one of the top in the nation. So I was so excited to have that opportunity to see and talk to the academic advisors there and have a good education along with, playing at a high level in soccer. And that was one of the main reasons why I went, because their soccer was really good at the time.
I don't know if I talked to an academic advisor once during college.
Well, they actually made us go and we spiced it up a little bit.
Cakes go.
But I also went to a Penn State football match, and I was able to walk on the field, and of course they bring all their recruits there, and that was amazing.
Well, they look at a transcript and it says cakes. And
right.
they're not going to ask you to go.
I'm just happy I got in.
I mean, exactly.
I mean, we've said it many times. He interviewed at Taco Bell after college.
Hey, don't
but you know what?
Don't forget Foot Locker.
He got the job.
Okay.
Didn't you get the job?
He did. He landed it.
He got an offer.
No, I worked in Toys R Us. I said, Taco Bell, you're finished. Not going to work for you.
But you got multiple offers.
I did. I had all the offers on the table. I said, I need to go sell Teddy Ruxpins at Toys R Us.
One of my friends in college actually worked at a Taco Bell too, so I don't blame me.
Yeah, right.
Who wouldn't want to work there? I set my sights high.
Well, let's see. You did Taco Bell. You were also a sandwich artist at one point.
I did make subs for all the drunkards in Towson at Subway. That's right. I have a very extensive
Is that what they call them,
employment
artists?
record. I was a sandwich artist. Yeah. You need a Subway Club 6-incher, I'm your guy.
I was a pizza artist at Pizza Hut. I got a 10 on my pizza. No, they grade your pizza. Do you know at Pizza Hut, they weigh the cheese and they count the pepperonis. And you have to have an inch all the way around. It has to be perfect. I got a 10.
By the way, that was 1986, probably.
That was a long time ago.
Might have been some changes.
Yeah, there's probably change. They probably just throw the cheese on now and just get it out.
We're bragging about our menial jobs.
In fact, I don't even know if Pizza Hut still exists.
We are losers.
Every Pizza Hut I've ever driven by is painted over.
They're only the #1 sponsor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You'd struggle because now they got the stuffed crust.
All right.
Pizza Hut has the stuffed.
We had Priazzos.
They have a crazy
so
crust.
Still have that?
That's a 25-year-old menu item you're referencing.
They've got thin crust. They got hand tossed. They got pan.
Did you ever work at any fast food
No,
joints
I was
or
just
anything?
gonna say I have probably only had 2 other jobs in my life besides being a professional athlete. I worked at Gap so I worked like retail
Did you have to fold
and Banana
all the
Republic.
time?
Yeah, and
That
that was a pain, especially.
Don't you have that thing that helps you fold a t-shirt perfectly?
So I refused, so I got over that pretty quickly. And then I worked at a restaurant, and I was a server waitress for 3 months, and that was it. And I just called it quits.
Were you a good waitress? You were.
Yeah, some of the guys in there, or you know, the other waiters were hitting on me, so I got really uncomfortable. So I said, okay, this isn't for me. So I just decided to continue to play.
Now tell us about, we were talking about Penn State, and you were there in, I think, 05. I think you broke your leg, maybe?
Yes, that was in 2006. That
2006.
was right before the NCAA tournament.
And then you had some medical complications from that.
Right.
What happened exactly?
It was a mix of things. I had pulmonary embolism, and I had multiple blood clots in my lungs and in my leg where the surgery was. So I was in the hospital for a week, actually, trying to. Luckily, at that time, my boyfriend at the time had come over, and you know, we wanted to meet after break, and he was studying to be a doctor, so he was in medical school. And
good thing he wasn't studying to work at Taco Bell.
Right, exactly.
Screwed.
So he actually knew. He just told me, you know, I gotta like take your, you know, check your.
Oh, wow.
Does Allie Krieger think like flowers is important? Like some guys will say, flowers, it doesn't mean anything.
Not necessarily, no. You know, I think just showing somebody, I think, you know, when someone shows you that they care and shows you that they love you, that's different from just telling them.
What about just hiding out in the basement all day?
That may be creepy, but, you know, I guess you're showing them, too. It depends on how. But,
I mean, don't you occasionally text your wife when she's upstairs?
Well, yeah, up on the third floor, I'm in the basement, a text or phone call, that'll do.
She would probably hope that he wasn't there.
Does it still sting that you lost to Japan in 2011 on penalty kicks?
Yes.
That's a terrible way to end it.
Yes.
End a soccer game.
You made yours, though, right?
Yeah, well, against Brazil. That was a quarterfinal.
Okay.
I wish that was the final. That would have been extra special.
What was that like? What was the pressure like as you're about to kick that?
It was a lot, but I wasn't really thinking. I honestly just walked up there and was like, okay.
You just no-brained it.
Yeah. And just kind of just kicked it. I don't know.
Did you know
hit
where
it with
you
my
were going to go?
purse,
Like, when you get up there for a penalty kick, are you kind of reading the goalie? I mean, do you already know where you're going to go?
I never look at the goalkeeper, so I just set the ball up, and I knew I was going to go to the left.
Do you always go the same spot every time?
I try to, because you train that way, but sometimes you have to switch it up, because then if everyone sees it, they're like, okay, well, she's going to the left.
So you lower left?
Yeah.
I'm always lower right.
Try and hit the corners, because that's toughest for the goalkeeper to, even if they go to the same direction, it's tough for them to save it.
And you don't want to go for the upper corner because you sky it and
right,
you just
and
look
then
like
it's
a
over the
jerk.
crossbar, and then you look like an idiot. Yeah.
All right.
So you might as well quit. Yeah.
Now, in watching that game,
That's gonna happen to me next.
the U.S.-Brazil game, it seemed like that. I don't know if you got this impression, but beating the Brazilian women, I know you guys had a great record against them. But for lack of a better word, they were kind of bitchy. So, I mean, it was...
The Brazilians?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you kind of wanted to beat them?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, we're like, okay, we have this mentality that we're the best in the world every single game we play. And I think that game proved it, because we were a man down for 54 minutes, because one of our defenders got a red card that game, and unfortunately, but we just pushed through, and you know, we have this strong mentality that we're always going to win, and
But
that we can win no matter what.
Let's be real.
They are, and especially when they scored the second goal, they all started flying down and flopping around, and one of them got a yellow card for it. She was just like acting like she was injured, and she just jumped right back in, and we were just, yeah, they do, and I think that's why some of them do get carded, but some of them, you know, if they don't, then they just waste time, and that's their plan.
Stay tuned for more Table Manners.
Do you ever think, you know, all right, so Brandy scored the goal and she took her top off. I'm going to score a big goal. I'm going to take my shorts off. I mean, you got to have something. You got to have a move.
Funny you say that, because my mom was like, why didn't you just take your pants off?
Right.
Brandy took her top off. You should take your pants off.
Take your pants off.
And I'm like, I was trying to keep it classy. In front of the fans.
You are from Woodbridge. You want to keep it as classy as possible.
Right. Woodbridge.
Honda has raised the standard again. The legendary Honda Accord now comes with an impressive list of standard features unmatched by any other car in its class. Pandora, Bluetooth, a rear-view camera. It's a new level of luxury. And Accord is a Car and Driver 10 Best for a record 27th time.
Drive a new Accord now, loaded with standard features for just $219 a month.
Begs the question, why settle for less than a Honda? For great deals, see your local Honda dealer.
weather
Have a
on the
good day,
8s, plus
Mom.
the
You too,
greatest
honey.
hits all the time. Psst. Hey, Jennifer, are you going to call and get that leaky faucet fixed or what?
And that is really starting to drain our resources. Speaking of drains, hey, Jennifer, have you got your clogged drain fixed yet?
Looks like we've got another official in hot water. Hey, Jennifer, didn't you run out of hot water in the shower this morning?
Get peace of mind. Call Crop Metcalf today or go to cropmetcalf.com. Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician.
Don't go away. It's only a 30-minute show. Table Manners continues in a minute.
Austin's Big and Tall, catering to big and tall men in the D.C. and Baltimore metropolitan area. Austin's offers an extensive collection of big and tall sports shirts, slacks, and the largest selection of custom-tailored dress shirts and suits. If you want the best quality fit and service, it's Austin's Big and Tall.
Redskins fans, as a running back, receiver, and returner, I was a triple threat, and you can be too. Only AAA gives you the triple threat of everyday discounts, travel planning, and dependable roadside assistance. AAA, use it for all it's worth.
Back to Table Manners.
Have you ever Wikipedia'd yourself? You have to have, right?
Maybe once or twice.
Have you
Because
checked
people
out
are like,
this-
have you seen your picture on Wikipedia?
When
I'm
I
like,
looked up Ali Krieger, one thing that jumped out at me, and I can relate to this, when I go to the gym with my wife, sometimes we're late because she wants to put on makeup. I'm like,
Right.
what are you doing? We're going to the gym.
Well, you gotta
But for Ali
look
Krieger,
good,
it
feel good,
said
play good.
you always wear some makeup before games.
I do.
Why?
I do. Well,
to be on TV, she wants to look good.
Especially if it's
She's sweating for 90 minutes.
I don't
Dancing
wear...
with the Stars might call. You never know.
I never wear like foundation or anything
Right.
because if you wipe your foundation on your shirt and
I mean,
then
I
there's a
can't
huge
relate to
brow.
that,
I mean, if you
but-
if you go play after this.
So you just do a little bit of makeup, is what you're saying?
Right, just I do a little eyeliner and a little mascara. It just makes me feel ready. I don't know.
What's the
I've always
percentage of the
played with
girls that play with makeup?
Almost all of us.
Really?
Almost all of us. I can't say everybody, no, but more than half for sure.
And she could be
Little
angling for a makeup deal. That could be it too.
Right,
Never want to
but
close any of those doors.
So what you're saying is, if I was to have an argument with my wife about waiting another 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
as she's getting ready to go to the gym,
Right.
you're on her side.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
Would
I
you do
mean,
Playboy?
Gosh, I don't know. I'd have to talk to my parents about that. I mean, it's it's a reflection on also not only yourself, but your teammates, your family, your friends.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
but
really have to sit down
The
and think about
residuals
that.
would go a long way.
And your significant
And she
other.
did live in Europe for 5 years. I think the morals in Europe are a little bit looser than they are in the United States.
Exactly. I mean,
Here's the question which EB really
they
cares
just have to
about.
ask.
If by chance he was able to be in Playgirl magazine, would you be curious enough to check him out?
Well, no, don't ask her that. It's embarrassing. But I would do it for 10 grand. I'm in. Would
For the
you?
right money.
That's not embarrassing enough.
Exactly.
Well, for 10 grand, it's good enough. I'll do it.
$10,000. Your kids would see it.
They don't. They've seen it.
Then 10,000 wouldn't go that far.
You don't have to be in a magazine.
It would be on
for
the
that.
internet forever.
Yeah, but they've seen it, but not in that way. Because they wouldn't ask you just to kind of hang out.
Well, is that right? I know I've never seen one. Maybe
Cakes,
you
is that
have.
right?
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could give you skinny, but I just can't.
I don't really know how they do.
I don't
Jason.
either. I don't either.
So do you speak German fluently?
I try.
Did you know German beforehand at all?
No, not a word.
So you pretty much taught yourself?
Well, the reason, mainly, it was because so I could do interviews and things like that in German. And to actually, I wanted to learn because a lot of my teammates didn't speak English, but I didn't expect them to. I'm like, okay, well, I'm playing in your country. I should learn the language and to learn their personalities.
Didn't they goof on you and give you the nickname Mumble because your German was
They
a little
did,
bit subpar?
they did. They called me that.
But at least you made the effort.
Right,
Try to
and
speak it.
yeah, exactly.
Pretty tough. Guten Tag. Who doesn't know that? Is that German?
I think you're right.
Half the time it
I
was
don't even know what that means.
Here, I got Oktoberfest. There
Right,
you go.
right. And we went, and it was the best time.
Boris
Oh my
Becker.
gosh.
Sauerkraut. Our German's very limited.
But everything, like at the beginning, I had to grow thick skin really quickly because you would think that you were getting yelled at all the time. Like they would say something like,
Well, it's an
"Oh, you're
ugly
beautiful."
language.
They'd
It's
be
very
like,
guttural and it sounds very harsh.
Yeah.
I just remember all the guys from Die Hard speaking German. It's like,
When they took over the Nakatomi
I
building.
hate this language. Schlieber.
You hate Hans Gruber. Not a big
Hans
fan.
Gruber.
They would say "Ali pass" or "Good job," and it would be like, just yelling at me.
Right.
But I was like, oh my God, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, what's going on? And
Is it worth seeing, or should I just Google
oh,
Earth
it is. Oh, no. It's
I could just
amazing.
Google Earth it.
I love it. I
You go to
love
Busch
it.
Gardens in Williamsburg.
They have a whole German section. Disney World.
There's something in Vegas. It's the same, you know.
Fly down to Florida, Disney World.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Do they give you perks in your contract? Like, do they set you up with an apartment? Do they give you a car?
They
Like,
did.
how does it work?
They did. They set you up with an apartment, and we were sponsored by BMW.
Oh, tough.
So I was, so my first car was.
Do you remember what it was?
It was a 3 Series.
A
and
3 what?
then,
Was it the little 335i
yes.
convertible?
Mm-hmm. No, not a convertible. But
I had
There comes the
convertible.
car geekiness. Oh, look, big time.
He's such a big time.
What was your first car?
Why does he have to mention you had the convertible?
It was like an effeminate car.
Okay, but no one cares what car you had.
Well, I was saying, I was being self-deprecating.
No.
He rides a scooter.
I have a scooter.
But I love driving in Germany. The Autobahn is awesome.
Oh, you did
it's just
that?
yeah, because I
How
come back
scary is
here and I'm
that?
driving like 60 miles per hour, and there I'm like, okay, and I'm just like yelling at people, move over when someone's behind you.
So what's the fastest you went?
I'd say
110?
120 probably. I was a little bit nervous
Did anybody
too. I
zoom
was
by you at
okay,
like
I
200
can't-
miles an hour? And
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah, Porsches, Audis.
So you're on the Autobahn.
Right.
You're going 120 miles per hour. Other people are
I shouldn't
passing
say
you.
that now.
No, it's fine. Are people texting and driving on the Autobahn?
Not from what I saw. No.
I would definitely.
I mean, but
That
I
would be
can't-
terrifying.
Only you would do that.
I would be afraid of a German
I'm too
deer
focused on me,
jumping out of me.
driving to look at other people.
Like you're doing 130 and the German deer jumps out in front of your car. I mean, what happens?
A German deer?
A German deer.
It's probably a big deer too.
So
Yeah.
a deer that speaks German as
Speaks
opposed
German, jumps right out in front of you.
to a deer from Virginia?
Yeah, it's German.
So the Dirk Nowitzki of deer.
The Dirk Nowitzki of deer jumps out, you swerve, and then you're plowing into a tree at 120. That can't end well.
Were you homesick?
It's the first 3 months I kind of wanted to come home for Christmas
got
and call
used
it
to it.
quits. Yeah, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this another chance, and I'm gonna, I like the challenge, and I had nothing else to do at the time, so.
What do you eat over there?
Schnitzel and bratwurst. No.
What's that, Cakes?
Even though I
Bratwurst or
really loved
sausage.
it.
I don't know what
Even though I
schnitzel
really
is. I've
loved
heard of it before. Not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's like
Like a pastry?
breaded steak.
Oh, that sounds good.
So I was pretty close.
So, yeah,
What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of when I said pastry? What's the German pastry?
Pastry.
It's not called pastry. What's the German word for pastry?
You're thinking of our friend Mike.
I don't know.
It's got to be a German word for pastry.
It's like cake is like kuchen.
That's what I was
And
thinking.
like-
Kuchen.
Enjoy this Table Manners Extra.
What's the coolest thing you've done being Ali Krieger? Like, I know you've been to cool parties or like award shows and you're walking the red carpet and then what is it like, oh my God, there's Brad Pitt, or oh my God, there's who? Like, who've you run into that's blown you away?
Let's see. Gosh.
You have to be starstruck sometime, right?
I don't know. Not so much with athletes, I guess.
Radio guys like Eric Bickham.
Yeah, radio guys, right?
Like, you guys, it's
Junkies.
amazing to sit here. Yeah, I feel honored.
Old Man Winter's coming. Wait till you see the heating bill he's bringing. It's not you, it's your windows. Thompson Creek is the energy-saving solution you can afford now with payments as low as $93 a month.
Hi, I'm Rick Wiest. Our business is built on the referral of happy customers that seek affordable quality backed by expert installation and the best guarantee in the industry.
Call Thompson Creek today. Call 877-WINDOW-1 now. We make energy savings beautiful.
Hope you like the show so far. Keep it here for more Table Manners.
This is my office.
Nice, huh?
I'm an accountant.
Freelancer.
Private investigator.
I have a mailbox at the UPS store.
It's across the street.
Nearby.
I can call them and see if I have mail.
You can't beat the rent.
They text me or send me an email when I have a package. I like my office at the UPS store.
It's very homey.
Now back to Table Manners.
Have you ever dated a cricket player?
Even though those games would be interesting.
You never know. What about guys who are on the tennis team?
I've dated a baseball player too, actually.
Baseball?
But that was back in high school. That doesn't really.
Would you date somebody that went to a Renaissance festival?
Yeah, have you ever been to one of those?
I mean.
Do you ever collect comic books?
Oh my
Which
gosh.
one of the four
It'd be
do you
different, I guess, if I met you there.
there.
Oh, so why are you looking at him?
Yeah, why? I'm getting singled out
Are
over
you
here.
been too? You've been to a Renaissance?
No
They're
chance.
so fun. Jousting, falconry, turkey legs, mead. Who doesn't want to go?
What is mead?
Beer.
Oh.
It's the medieval name for beer.
Didn't know that.
Now you know. Now
you
you're a
need
winner.
to have another one.
I think I do.
All right, so what's Allie Krieger's favorite cheat meal? Do you have a favorite candy? Post-game, you get some M&Ms.
I love some Twix.
Twix.
I love Twix or Kit Kat. I love cupcakes.
Do you like
and
Twinkies?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. What's
I
your
could go for
go-to?
some good Dunkin' Donuts.
Boston cream?
I love the chocolate with sprinkles.
So does my
That's what my
daughter.
dad's like.
You don't like a Bavarian
But the
cream?
original, but the original, no, that's good too.
Right.
They call it the Berliner in Germany.
So what if a guy owned a cupcake shop? He would have no shot dating you?
No, of course.
Yeah, you'd have to own like 20 of them.
Yeah, you'd have to be a professional athlete.
Cakes, what about a standard jelly donut?
Pretty good.
Pretty darn good.
Honestly,
Top 2 or 3
But not
seed,
grape.
right?
It's got to be strawberry jelly.
I've never seen a grape jelly donut in my life.
They're there.
Let's toast Allie and the 2015
Cheers.
World Cup.
Thank
bring it
you.
home.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Pleasure.
Well, in the locker room, you have our coaches and our physios or our trainers, as we say here. And they're all walking around, and they're male too, and it doesn't matter. Everyone's just changing and doing whatever they need to do. But here, you have to get out of the locker room and make sure everyone's dressed before our coach can enter.
Do you ever go to the beach in Europe? Like, is that crazy?
Yeah, I've been to the beach in Europe.
Is everybody like walking around half naked? What about some of the videos I've seen where there's more than
No,
nakedness
but some
going on?
people there's a lot of kids too are running around,
Really?
naked.
That's not
Yeah,
what I was
but-
thinking.
Sounds like anarchy to me, Evie. It's lawlessness over there in
But
Europe.
but on the other hand, a lot of people who are wearing normal bathing suits. And
That's boring.
it's not, yeah.
CSNWashington.com.